Hello friends, today I am going to teach you an important topic in mathematics which is given by the title of fraction. Now, fraction as you know is uh, a form given by p by q where p is the numerator and q is the denominator. Now certain example can be 3 upon 5, 4 upon 6 and so on. Any number you can put it. Now any number you can put it in the form of p by q form that becomes a fraction. So I have cleared the board. Now let us see the functions of fractions. Now, as I have told already to you, it is of a form e by q, by q is where q is not equal to 0. The simple reason is that if 0 appears in the denominator, then if it is p by 0, then it becomes infinity. Now, certain fractions are having two forms like proper fraction and improper fractions. For example, if you have 1 by 2, here the numerator is less than the denominator. That is why it is an improper fraction. For example, if you have 4 by 2, numerator greater than denominator, then it becomes a proper fraction. Now, how to a fraction can end in a decimal. A fraction can end in a decimal. For example, let us divide 3 by 2 and let us see whether it is coming in decimal. A numerator is 3, it is divided by 2, so 2 ones are 2. So 3 minus 2 is becoming 1. 1 is less than 2, so you put one point here and one 0 here, then 2 5s are 10, 0. That means 1 by 2 becomes 1.5. Now, now we will come to the addition and a subtraction of fractions. For addition and subtraction, you need to know the concept of how to get the LCM. And for your knowledge, I want to tell that HCF is another factor in mathematics that is called as highest common factor. Now, we don't need to get this HCF in uh, fractions, we only want to know the LCM. For example, I can get a simple equation like 1 by 2 plus 3 by 6. Now, 6 is greater here, so This is divided by 6. 6 divided by 6 divided by 2 becomes 3. It goes to the top and gets multiplied and you get as 3 plus. Now 6 divided by 6. 6 divided by 6 becomes 1. It goes to the top and becomes 3. That means it becomes 6 by 6. So you are getting 1 as the answer. 1 has a property that anything which is multiplied by 1, for example 585, we are multiplying by 1, it becomes 585 only. So 1, and the property of 0 is that anything multiplied by 0 becomes 0. Now let us see how the fractions are added. Very simple way is that 4 divided by 6. This is nothing but 2 by 3 only if you cancel by 2. Now I want, this is the sign of it implies that. Now I am adding 4 by 6 plus I am adding another number, let it be 2 by 3. Then here the 3 and 6, 6 and 3, you take the LCM of that. 3 becomes 2 and 3 becomes 1 and 2 is divided by 2 is 1 by 1. That means 6 is the bigger factor. Now 6 is dividing by 6, that becomes 1 and that is multiplying by 4 and it becomes 4 and then plus you are adding here. Now 3 is divided by 6, it becomes 6 divided by 3 becomes 2 and that 2 is getting multiplied by this 2, so it becomes 4. That means the answer is 8 by 6. Now how to make it a short form? You cancel by 2, so it becomes 2 4 is 8 and 2 3 is 6. So answer is 4 by 3. Now let us see the subtraction of fractions. Now, in the case of subtraction, let us see how we can subtract. For example, you have 4 by 6 and minus, supposing I put it as 3 by 7. Now, this is a typical case where you cannot take the LCM of these two. So, what we can do in this case is you have to multiply this 6 into 7. That is 6 into 7. That becomes 42. And that becomes a common factor as 42. Now you divide this 42 by 6 and it becomes 7, and that 7 multiplies by 4 and it becomes 28. Then you put the minus here. Again you divide this 42 by 7, it becomes 6, and that 6 is multiplying by 3 and it becomes 18. Now you cancel this 28 by 18. 8 minus 8 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. That means it becomes 10 by 6 sevens are 10 by 42. Now 10 by 42, if you cancel by 5 or 2, you have 2 5s are 10 and 2 6 are 2. No, sorry. This is not the correct answer. You get 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4. So 5 by 21 is the answer. I can tell you a short way of doing addition and subtraction of fraction. For example, you take a value like 2 by 3 plus 4 by 5. You multiply this first. 5 into 10 is 10. You bring this plus here. You multiply 3 into 4. It becomes 12. Then you divide it. 5 into 3 means 15. Then 10 plus 12 becomes 22 divided by 15. This is another short way. For minus also, you can do this. 4 by 5 minus 2 by 3. We multiply first this number with this opposite number. It becomes 4 3s are 12. This minus sign, you bring it here. And 5, this 5 into 2 multiply, it becomes 10. Divided by 5 3s are 15. So that becomes 2 by 50. So this was another simple way of doing this thing. Now, how to divide a fraction? For example, you want to divide 3 by 5 divided by 1 by 2. So in this case, you cannot add, subtract, or do anything. You have to simply change the take the reciprocal of 1 by 2. What is the reciprocal of a number? For example, do have 1 by 2. Then the reciprocal of this number is 2 goes above there and 1 goes below. So 2 by 1. That means 2. So reciprocal of half is 2. In this case, the first number is 3 by 5. You take a multiplication sign and take the reciprocal of this. That is 2 by 1. And then you will get 3 into 2, 6. And 6 divided by 5 is the answer. So students, I hope you are enjoying this video. Maths is very interesting provided you have a proper curiosity for understanding that problems and how to solve it. It all depends on your expertise and how you handle problems. You should not have any fear of mathematics while solving, because it's a fascinating subject and it requires uh, intelligence only. So with proper intelligence, I think you can handle all these problems. Now let us go to the multiplication of fractions. So again I am going to the another topic now, that is called as multiplication. Now you have 2 by 3 multiplied by 4 by 8. So very simple. Numerator is first multiplied, it becomes 8. Denominator is then multiplied, it becomes 24. Now if you can directly cancel it, 8 ones are 8, 8 3 are 24. So it becomes 1 by 3. Or you can cancel it here itself. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, and 4 get cancelled and becomes 1 by 3. Now, in multiplications also, sometimes the answer may come in, for example, 1 by 3. If you divide 1 divided by 3, let us see what happens, because the numerator is less than the denominator. So directly you have to put one 0 here. The 0 will come and the 1 will come. 1 is less than 3. So you will put one point and then 0. And 3 3s are 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. So this 3 is occurring again and again. So this is called as non-terminating recurring decimal, and it is given in the form of 0.3 bar. So if you take the example of 2 by 7, then in all this case, when the numerator is less than the denominator and is not getting cancelled, then in that case the answer will be definitely in decimal. So you can put one 0 here and 0 will come here, 0, 0 0.0, 7, 7 2s are 14, and 10, 20 minus 14 becomes 6. Another 0, 7 8s are 56, it becomes 4. Then again 0. So 7 7 to the 7th is a 21, 7 5 is a 35. So 7 5 is a 35. So this number again and again goes. So this is also, but it is terminating at some place. So this is the common example of how a decimal is terminating and how it is non-terminating. Now let us see some word problems, how they are given and how we can find out the by applying our mind how to solve the daily life problems. For daily life problems sometimes comes that some milkman may be supplying milk, or some dealer may be dealing with goods, or some factory may be dealing with articles or manufacturing. In those case, fractions can be used. For example, here, supposing I am giving one question. A man supplies 0.8 liters of milk daily. So, how much how much milk will be supplied in 3 1 by 2 days? Now, here I have given some hidden tricky things in this. First of all, I have not given a fraction, I haven't given the 0.8. I want to tell you that converting 0.8 into a fraction is easy. You remove the decimal, you put the 8, you put one line like this, and after the point there is only one digit. So 110 will come here, because after the point number of digit means that much 0 will come in the denominator. That means in one day a man is supplying 8 by 10 liters of milk. So in 3 and a half. So this is an mixed fraction. This type of fraction is called a mixed fraction. How to make it a proper in a form of a p by q form? You multiply 3 into 2, 6, and that 6 you add to 1, it becomes 7. 7 divided by 2. That means in one day he is supplying 8 by 10 liters of milk. So in 7 by 2 days he will supply 7 by 2 into 8 by 10. So 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, and the answer becomes 7 fours are 28 by 10. Now here in the denominator 10 is occurring, that is 10 is occurring. That means we have to put 28 here, and for 8 you have to move this side and put a point here, put point 10 meters. So this was the elementary idea of some fractions which came into my mind, and I thought that I can share my knowledge to all the student community and all the teaching community, so that they can benefit from the little knowledge, or anyhow you can tell me is useful to you. But I hope this video is very useful to you, and you have learnt the little basics of fraction, decimals, and proper fraction and improper fraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication of fractions, form of the fraction, and one type of word problem. So with this, I hope you can contribute this knowledge in the way of increasing your knowledge in more different ways, like apply your knowledge to other fields also, and also to get a more in-depth knowledge into maths. So I hope everyone enjoyed this whole video very much. Thanks. Rest.